The Nigerian military can engage him if it comes to that point, and we can see that, of course, he will not be able to stand that, even if it's going to be one-on-one engagement between him and other people, that will be too funny to watch, because I can tell you that Asari Dokubo will not be able to stand, few minutes of, physical combat with whoever that's involved in the military. Like trying to bastardize the already stretched Nigerian military, bringing them to the Asari Dokubo factor. If you leave Nigerian military to bring Asari Dokubo to, where he thinks they cannot take him to, of course, let me assure you, 100% the Nigerian military will do that.
You take away from the statement of that rogue officer general at the defense headquarters, or engaging bandits so that people can be alive and go to their farms, and he called us terrorists. He singled me out and called me terrorist. Nigerians are listening, and some are happy, because what is happening in these places are not happening to them. These rogue officers must be investigated and eliminated from our military if Nigeria is to move forward. My crime is that I stand by the people and defend them and make them go back to their home, go back to their farm, that they are not kidnapped. I release them. I don't know which sector of the Nigerian army is commanding that made him a major general. But it's sad that if Nigeria has such major generals, that's the problem of Nigeria. Our own is to help. And I will continue to help. What crime did I commit that a helicopter will come and fly over my houses? The houses of my fathers, my grandfathers, where my siblings were. If I had not spoken out, maybe they would have dropped, because we were not expecting them. And they would have done something to my siblings and myself and those who are with me. That an unmarked helicopter can fly up and down, Nigerians should ask questions. How many places has this unmarked helicopter gone to kill people? And then a rogue major general, I don't know where it became major general, will stand and use Nigerian platform to say a citizen of this country will be murdered. And it's acceptable in Nigeria. If he's not wearing that uniform, will he have the temerity, audacity to say he will murder me?
Anybody that felt that he is a Niger Delta should take his Niger Delta to Sambisa Forest. As simple as that. Take your Niger Delta to Sambisa Forest, or go and look for a forest and establish. They can give you land. They can allocate land for you. Go there and develop your Niger Delta. If you look at Asari Dokubo, he does not talk like an intellectual. He is only talking like somebody who has been induced based on what he's getting. His reaction has always been on what is going to line up for him. It is not based on convinced ideology. It's not based on, this is what I stood for. It is not symbolic, to what people think it is. But people got to discover that over the years, after some time, the real nature of him begin to unveil. We are seeing a double standard man. We are seeing a man that is neither here or there. We are seeing a man who has made 365 degrees turning. At any point in time, there's always a turning point for Asari Dokubo. I wouldn't want to bring him close to the military, because it would like trying to bastardize the already stretched Nigerian military, bringing them to the Asari Dokubo factor. If you leave Nigerian military to bring Asari Dokubo to, where he thinks they cannot take him to, of course, let me assure you, 100% the Nigerian military will do that. But you see, there are things we don't encourage. You expect that Asari Dokubo has been very insultive and arrogant in trying to, unravel the other side of what he thinks he represents. Asari Dokubo, for me, if he's being put on the scale, is only operating on the umbrella of the so-called Niger Delta, not as somebody who is cerebrally sound compared to what is ranting now and then. The Nigerian military can engage him if it comes to that point, and we can see that, of course, he will not be able to stand that. Even if it's going to be one-on-one engagement between him and other people, that will be too funny to watch, because I can tell you that Asari Dokubo will not be able to stand, few minutes of, physical combat with whoever that's involved in the military, But away from that, responding to the military, it might not be something we want to discuss here deeply, because we are going to actually take us down to the issue that has to do with the human rights question, that of course that's going to come in, and people are going to see some of those actions as being, abuse of human rights, and that is the area, reservations about his supposed contact and exchange with the military will have to come to a final bus stop, unless it is being proved otherwise, and there were reasons of, continuous bringing the Nigerian military to a situation of, conventional warfare. Then we can see how that is going to go. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but these people have been causing, collateral damage on the psyche of the Igbos, who believe that the loss of war was the only reason why the Igbos are tolerating. And let me put it that way, the likes of Edwin Clark, the likes of Asari Dokubo, all of them, and the position of the Igbos currently now, politically and otherwise. Igbos are more concentrated on, the revival that is about to come. They are more concentrated on the revival that is about to take place. They are more concentrated on the revival that will envelop the so-called Nigeria, Africa, and of course the world at the end of the day. So talking about Asari Dokubo engaging the Nigerian military in the Greeks, I've been to the Greeks. I experienced the Greeks. I know what it's like. It's unfortunate that that region or that Biafra, part of Biafra has been subjected to inhuman, inhuman treatment as a result of, excessive and wicked exploration of oil. That's the fact. Wicked exploration that has gone bad, that has gone deeply in that region. Well, the truth of the matter is that, in a situation like this, the world will have to come in. The world will look into it. There's no how they could not to bring Igbo man to the feast, bring Igbo man to the cross, anything that had to do with Igbo man, even though they are also Igbo. But you can see what a political strategy they are using, to create and fragment the Biafran nation. Some people will come, they are not a job. Even in Yoruba land, even in the north, there are still minor ethnic nationalities. It is all over the world. But the issue when it comes to who is an Ijaw man, you can see the funny dimension that it has been taken. But anybody that felt that he is a Niger Delta should take his Niger Delta to Sambisa forest. As simple as that. Take your Niger Delta to Sambisa forest, or go and look for a forest and establish. They can give you land. They can allocate land for you. Go there and develop your Niger Delta. As long as it is within Nigerian Biafran territory, that is older, that came to the name only came to limelight in the 14th century. So the Biafran name as a name has been existing until Fernando the Pope discovered that there was a name, there was a kingdom in the 14th century that called Biafra. That was how the name came to limelight again. Older, bigger, better than civilization of mankind. So Biafra nation is not attached to, it is who the Biafrans are. They are saying, this is who we are. It's as simple as that. Take your 21st century Niger Delta to Sambisa Forest and establish Niger Delta in Sambisa Forest there. You and Asari Dokubo and their likes. But the funny thing is that, Igbo man is already bottled up in anger, and we should not allow it to, get a point of explosion. Because, see, anybody that is saying that Igbos are going to be run down now, no, that 1967 has gone. The history of 1967 has been put behind. Edwin Clark, he went to government college Umahia when there was no school in their village. You were educated in Umahia government college, where Igbos, the lives of great minds, came from. You were educated on your education. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, adopted you as his PA. That was when he started breathing. Today, I've not seen you anywhere mentioning it, that it was Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe that made Edwin Clark Chike what it is today. You cannot hear it in their mouth. You cannot hear it in his mouth. You have the audacity. The same thing that befell Sarah Weaver and Isaac Boro, you don't start again at your age. You know the shame. It's very annoying that we have people like you who are shedding the reality of life, the truth at your age. Shame on you, Edwin Clark. You don't know what Biafra stood for. You don't know what Nnamdi Kanu stood for. For 104 years, they have taken the crude oil. Igbo man has never benefited from that crude. Igbo man survived. Even when we had billions in our account, they gave us 20 pounds. You were there making mockery. All this thing I say, your harness this year, another releasing Nnamdi Kanu is because, see, I know they want to release Nnamdi Kanu, and you are started, you want to create another reservation, you want to become another block, stumbling block to the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is not like Edwin Clark. Nnamdi Kanu is not like Asari Dokubo. Nnamdi Kanu is not like your likes. He has a different mind and you have a different spirit. He has dwarfed your generation. Nnamdi Kanu has dwarfed everything that has to do with all your generation. They can never see his back because he stands on the side of reality and truth. That is the way to go. That is the truth. So when you see them dancing, that's their Niger Delta abracadabra, giraffing and mimicking the progenitors of the African race, the Igbo nation, the prince of Africa. Maybe them go tell us who we are. The world knows who Igbos are. Maybe by I get you, then they carry away you. What have you been able to do? What has you been? Do you have a functional knowledge? Do you have a functional knowledge? That's what you see every day. The Igbos is under the sun because they belong to the sun. If it is, you get burnt. As simple as that. You're under the sun. We are emitting. You know what is coming out from me is heat. Do you understand what I'm saying? What is coming from me? I belong to the sun. I'm a sun. I reactivate it and you go down. 2 years after, Sarawiwa called Ojukwu, please help me talk to Abacha. Ojukwu say, good morning. Edwin Clark, you don't come. I'm going to start again. The God that fought for Israel, the God that defends this present Israel as a sovereign nation that has come to stay, that represent the symbol of generation of humanity, that represent the existence of divinity and supernatural power, will protect the Biafrans. When Israel came in 1947, they took over their land. When Biafra will be restored, we will take every land that belongs to the Biafran territory. Thank you.
The issue is that they are using the eyes of Hope Uzodinma to look at the guy, the chief priest, based on the fact that he was Hope Uzodinma's boy. But I believe in change, which is the constant thing in man's life. I believe that the young man cannot be a boy forever. What the chief priest is doing, that is good. And it's very, very fantastic by creating such opportunity job in Igbo land, in Igbo state. And that is exactly what you have been clamoring for. Not that you will carry your business and be planting it in a strange land, another man's land, in another man's property. Take it to home. It is time to reach out. Akurono. That is what it is called in Igbo language. Akurono. It is good that I should take it to house, take it home, employ, give the citizens, the indigents, the people, give them job. And I know that he has a kind of issue with Simon Akpan before, but listen and listen good. He had an issue with Simon Akpan based on the statement which I believe it was Nigerian government that misled him, that made him to make such statement, and which triggers Simon Akpan to become angry over such statement which he made in London, and it's uncalled for. It's not necessary. We need our people. This investment that you are investing in Lagos, developing another man's country, developing another man's land, developing another man's state, bring it to your fatherland and develop your father's land. Akurono. Develop your father's land. Let the people, yes, Akurono. The meaning of Akurono means that the wealth that reach you home. Take your wealth to home. That is what it means. Akurono. So you should bring that development. You know, as you build it now, one, you build development. You will attract people. You will attract employment of the youth, the people of your state, the people of the environment, and the people of the place, and at the same time bringing more foreigners. You understand? At the same time, advertising the state the more, giving them more a kind of better atmosphere. You know, all these things is very, very important, and I am happy. I am happy for this statement. I am happy for this step, and I am happy for the boldness and the confidence, and I am happy generally on what he has performed, and I want him to do more. I want him to do more, and I use this opportunity to tell those that are not doing, that is yet to do their own, to come down to the eastern region. Come and develop your father's land. Build your father's land. Are you hearing me? Come down to the east. Develop your place. Nothing like home. No place like home. No place like home. Our own is our own, and my own remains my own. You cannot use our own to compare my own. Let others copy from that. That is why I love this ministry, Zion Ministry, Ebukobi. What he did, I don't used to watch him, I don't used to, but when I saw what he did, that thing triggers me, the love towards him. I love people like this. That is what I want. Let's go home and develop our land, our father's land. Because someday, whether alive or dead, they will take, if you die, they will take you there. Dead. If you are alive, you visit there is more better. So please, now that we are still standing alive, by the special grace of God, that we are still breathing, please return home. with what God has blessed you with, and let your people benefit from it. God bless you.
We've seen lot of Biafrans have dislike, you know, or hate. Well, if I put it in that word, hate Cubana chief priest. They say
I am not hearing you, please.
okay. They said some of the Biafrans, they said they don't like Cubana chief priest. Some of them that I've spoken with, they said, you know, it does sit with Opus Odima in Imo State, and that it's not somebody that can be trustworthy.
The issue is that they are using the eyes of Opus Odima to look at the guy, the chief priest, based on the fact that he was Opus Odima's boy. But I believe in change, which is the constant thing in man's life. I believe that the young man cannot be a boy forever. I believe by now he has become a man of himself. Are you listening to me? He has become a man, not a boy any longer, and which I believe he has decided to do what is necessary and what is needful. And I know that the hatred, why those people are still holding it, because he was once a boy, but now I believe he has come to normal senses of not remaining a servant nor a slave. He has decided to become a man and as a master. So let the hatred, let us learn how to forgive. Let us learn how to let go. Let us learn how to forget, forgive and to forget. You understand? So that we can move forward. Yes, a man can make mistake. And I believe as our son, he has made a mistake in the past, but now he has realized himself. He has decided to retrace his step back. So he should be forgiven.
Kenneth Okonkwo, you know, that Peter Obi, former spokesman, that said that he doesn't believe in Biafran. That why will he, you know, just put himself as a Biafran when he can put himself as a Nigeria, you know, creating business, you know, in different states of Nigeria, than you know, that just, you know, creating a little portion of business, a little part of Nigeria. Do you think he's right what he said?
Because he has a low thinking. He has a low understanding. East, Biafran land and Ghana, which one is bigger? In terms of population, in terms of the landmark, Biafran land and Ghana, which one is bigger? Are you getting it? And let me tell you, it is better to build in a small portion where you will be well secured and well respected than to build in a large portion where you will not have respect, where you are not being safe, where your company, your investment is not secured, it's not guarantee of safety that can collapse at any time. Are you getting it? So I believe in speaking politically here. He did not believe in Biafra, but if we go today, he will like to pursue for a political position. He will like to look for a portion. He did not believe in it. It's a political statement because these are the people that are running Nigerian politics.
No, I think he was talking about the numbers in quantity, like that he will doing business with the larger numbers than a minority in Biafra.
I want to ask a question. How many people, how many investment do they have now? He said his investment at Nigeria. Did they have investment all over the Federation of the Nation? I am asking. Did they have a company in 37 states of Nigeria? Did they have investment in 770 something local government that make up the country? No, I'm asking. If they do not, that means he should rethink before he speak. And you, Cheche, how many are Cheche? They are not up to 2 million, but they have a country. Yes, yet they have millionaires and billionaires among them, making the economy okay. Look at in Ghana. Like I said, how many in population of Ghana? And how many in population of Biafra? Yet we still have billionaires. You can even extend your business to countries. If you have occupied your own, your own territory or your own country, you can extend with another country, neighboring countries, and which I believe so many people like Peter Obi as a company, not in Nigeria, but outside Nigeria. Are you getting it? So you can extend and expand your own that way, and have a kind of relationship with other countries. So that shouldn't be an excuse of him making that statement. And if that should be the case, that means he didn't think well.